When privileged Marjorie Taylor Greene picked on a victim of trauma, thinking she was so clever to use her ignorance for drama, looking at one point of view as if it was most wise, enough to debase herself and speak out loud her lies. She said to a victim of a fatal gun shooting that she was carrying a gun, proving her lack of discernment, letting her smug mouth run. An armed guard was at Parkland High School, so cross that lie off the list. That intimidation of youth by weapon is how such tragedy would be missed. And all the other things that go along with that. That's for another time. Such is how the bully goes, emboldened as their posse grows, drunken by acceptance and the blindness of their nose. Trusting her fantasy as solid stone, to which her ways can kneel, she bullied a victim of tragedy, too uncaring to accurately feel. Oh, how the angry were sure they could win, as they oiled their weapons with equal soft skin. Oh, how the devil, since the Garden of Eden, was effective at making us fall. Now, all it takes for the lazy is a scary false moniker's call. Do you think it's about religion and believing you're loved more than all? Enough to abort the groan because you prefer a worldview that is small? Think about that. Do you think it's about religion and believing you're loved more than all? Enough to abort the groan because you prefer a worldview that is small? How many Muslims do you personally know? If you debase how another cries, Father, what have you done to prove your love is worth understanding's bother? How quick do you cling to insults of people you never met? What makes you think your navigation to what is best is what you'll get? Is fear at the root of your worry, afraid that another means ill? So instead of extending an olive branch, you'd rather be armed to kill? If indeed your God is life, the way and the truth you serve, how is it against your brethren to think evil you have the nerve? Perhaps this is like holy water and sizzles on your soul to have the fact revealed. Perhaps this is like holy water and sizzles on your soul to have the fact revealed. Decay is not a noble goal. Ego makes the pride rise tall, while a thin little saw can make it fall. Less mature than who she taunted, unable to see it outright, like any undeveloped intelligence that thinks fallacy is worth a fight. She purposely tried to vex him, letting him know he could be killed if he responded to her taunts with anger, to a blind antagonizer, maliciously willed. She purposely tried to vex him, letting him know he could be killed if he responded in anger to a blind antagonist, maliciously willed. There was no love in her voice because there was no love in her heart. She trusts her rifles and lies, willing to tear good folk apart. She wants to steer education when she has proven she is vision impaired, to be so ugly and abusive, thinking it proves how she cared. I can back each stanza up, and I have plenty more to say, willing and able to continue if she wants to make my rhyme her prey.